unrelated to the attacks in Paris, but related in a sense, is that the U.S., the Pentagon, has now announced that it has killed the top ISIS operative in Libya, Wisam al Zubaidi. The Pentagon announced that they successfully carried out an F-15 aircraft strike. This is the first time that the U.S. has directly gone after ISIS outside of Iraq or Syria. There was some confusion, Lewis, about this headline. The headline read, U.S. kills ISIS leader in Libya. And the understanding for many people was, oh, the leader of all of ISIS was in Libya when he was killed. What this means is that ISIS is fragmented. The Libyan ISIS leader was killed. This has essentially no impact on the Syrian ISIS leader or the general leader of ISIS, or call it what you want. So some confusion around exactly who was killed here.
Yeah, and forgive me, I could not for the life of me find a picture of this guy, probably because the number one before him was killed, and before him was killed, and before him was killed, and now you have, essentially nobodies who are taking over in leadership positions. But correct me if I'm wrong, I think that ISIS is like officially only operating out of three countries, Libya, Syria, and Iraq, right?
That's correct. And Libya is the country where, and many people may not know this, Libya had sort of the most, Libya presented the most problems for ISIS, significant competition for ISIS in Libya. We have a situation in Libya where most of the Muslims are Sunni, meaning that the country doesn't have the same sort of sectarian tension that we see in Iraq and Syria. And in addition, there's the competition of al-Qaeda fighters and unaffiliated local fighters in Libya. So this is news. This was something that, while not directly related to the attacks in Paris over the weekend, felt like a sort of strong headline. But at the same time, we instantly have those who say, number one, the U.S. simply does not have the legal authority to be carrying out this mission. And at the same time, Lewis, we heard from some people that, and if you don't have to look too far on the internet to see examples of this, some people saying, oh, this is obvious propaganda. This is an obvious response to what is going on in Paris, just to make it seem as though the U.S. is competent. The U.S. could not possibly kill this guy. And when people say that, I find it silly that the same people who say the U.S. government is capable of carrying out these massive coordinated conspiracy theories involving the military and media and law enforcement, when there's something like Sandy Hook or the killing of Osama bin Laden, they're able to carry out that, Lewis, but at the same time, they can't just kill one guy in Libya. It doesn't really make sense.
Especially considering our drone program. We've been doing this for I don't know, 12, 13 years, successfully taking out targets with drones, and innocent civilians, of course, too. I'm not praising it, but, this is nothing new.